Hello, this is Dr. Cindy Schreiber, and we are working with this purpose solution. Now, this is day 2 of our book, The 30-Day to Sobriety Solution. The main thing from the very first session was to listen to the last video that we posted and make sure you did that. If not, go do number 1 first, because these are all in order. And the way it works is that one step builds upon another. So this is day 2, and I'm so excited to speak with you about all of the wonderful things and the feelings you're going to feel on this. And at the end, I'm going to give you a little motivation from this man named Neville Goddard, and he is from the early 1930s, I think. And this motivation that I got from him this morning was so awesome. I'm going to put it on for you afterwards. And it's 3 days to change your thinking. You know, much to sobriety is changing your thinking, changing your life. So this book, I'm so excited about this. We are on day 2 now, and the main thing is to have your journal. I don't care if it's just a little cheap notebook from the dollar store. I don't care if it's a beautiful leather-bound notebook. I don't care if you're making your notes on your phone. Just make sure you write things down, because writing is part of doing. And all of your emotions are energy in motion. This is doing to feel. So, you know, it starts off with, on this chapter, that each of us is born with a unique life purpose. Now, sometimes the most important purpose you'll have, and especially these days, is what you're going through, is your purpose is going to be sober. That is a major, major purpose. And when you understand and know what you're here to do and pursue with enthusiasm and passion, your desire to use fades naturally. You know how when you're a kid and you're so excited to do things and everything's a brand new and a purpose and so much fun? This is how we do it here. Let's put this over here a little bit where you can see my information, my contact information. I am Dr. Cindy Schreiber, and I am so happy to be here with you today, helping you get started. So, how do we identify our life purpose? Well, let's go and read through this and see how we're going to do this. One day at a time. And this is from somebody who gave a testimonial, Lenore, from this 30-day graduate program. And it says, as I completed each day in the 30-day sobriety solution, I often found myself torn between wanting to spend more time focusing on the one solution rather than moving on to the next. What I quickly realized was that future solutions are built on the previous ones, as well as answered by many of the questions that came up on those previous days. This organization of the solutions really helped me to create a new strong foundation. So yes, for sobriety. Yes, and we know that living your life one day at a time, that's one of the most overused cliches, but it also is great for overcoming an addictive habit. It couldn't be more appropriate for today. 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute, whatever it takes to help keep you moving forward. That's right. Life is a moving picture, and you don't want to get stuck behind living in the past, hiding behind closed doors. How many years have you hidden behind and done your drugs in privacy, only with you, to share your dirty little secret with nobody, hidden away from life, hidden away from feelings, hidden away from relationships? That's right. And we are going to change that. We are going to change that 1 day at a time. And as you go through the 30-day solution, questions will come up. Now, these questions you can write down. That's right. Write down and start your journaling. This is why it's so important. You just need to take some time to remove all of the odds to be successfully removing this drug and alcohol from your house. You don't want to have it in your house. You want to remove everything that reminds you of the drugs and the alcohol in your home. This is one of your steps today. Change comes at the edge of your comfort zone. That means you will not be that comfortable at all times, and that is a good thing. I will begin one of the most exhilarating, liberating, and exciting 4 weeks of my life. This is what Rob Lowe says. Scary, yes, and filled with unspeakable emotional discomfort. Did you hear that? Unspeakable emotional discomfort. But for me, it's unquantifiable relief that I am being shown a different way to live. For some of you, you're just so sick and tired of being sick and tired. And Rob Lowe Lowe says, I'm so tired of lying. My inability to keep my word to myself, to others, the bullshit relationships, the hangovers, the cover-ups, the helplessness to stop doing the things I truly want to be doing. And this is what Rob Lowe gave in his testimonial. So most people are initially afraid to cut back or stop. They're too comfortable with their habit. It's become the trusted friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, always there for you when nobody wasn't. The sobriety is a challenge for you and most likely not in your comfort zone. Do you understand, people, that we change when we are suffering the most? That's when you can have your changes. Why do you think they call it suffering? Because you're without your habit, your toy, your, it's like a pacifier, okay? And fear is the natural reaction to change when you step out of your comfort zone. This is where you're going to be, naked and afraid. At this stage, a typical response that we hear from the clients are they're afraid to stop. At the same time, they're afraid to continue. Have you ever felt like that? You're just kind of frozen in fear? For you to achieve your goal, you have to embrace the fear and change. Embrace the fear. Make the choice today to embrace a positive attitude about the journey you're embarking on. And that's why at the end we're going to listen to this guy, Neville, because you're going to find out that he has a way of helping you to change your thinking, to change your life, to change your thoughts for 3 days, to imagine already having done it. This is how we do in hypnosis. The mind does not know the difference between a visualization and reality. So we're going to start visualizing this. And William James was a Harvard University psychologist, philosopher, and doctor, and he said it's our attitude at the beginning of a difficult undertaking that makes anything else, more than anything else, that will determine its successful outcome. It's attitude. Remember what I told you on the first day about what the monk said? It's a discipline, attitude. Motivation comes and goes, but when you have the attitude of discipline, you will do this work every day, and you will be clean. Make the choice today to embrace a positive attitude about this journey which you are embarking on. And at the end, we'll do an exercise with this doctor. We'll give you some of his insights with Neville Goddard. That's right, the story of the alcoholic king. It's a great irony exists among drinkers, one that Dave frequently experienced firsthand during his drinking days, and one that you might be able to relate to. Some refer to it as the king's reflection. We refer to it as the alcoholic king. A very common scenario exists. It's a ritual in many ways that is played out at the starting of the drinking day for many problem drinkers or drug users. Somewhere in their neighborhood, between 2 to 5 drinks or 2 to 5 hits, you will often reach what is referred to as an optimal buzz. And that's when you are just on top of your game. You know that feeling. The euphoria of the drinking starts to manifest. It's warm, it's tingling, it's a sensation, the feeling of deep relaxation. With fentanyl, they call it the blanket, and the temporary letting go of all your problems. This peak state, one that is often chased the entire night to maintain, because you can never go back there. It's never the same, right? Life is a moving picture. It moves forward. During this peak state, problem drinkers dream and druggers of the life that they were meant to live, achieving financial goals. They see themselves as fit, sexy, career accomplishments, engaging in philanthropic efforts. Can you remember having the experience when you drank? The total irony is that this temporary state of mind is an alcohol or drug-induced mirage that is virtually guaranteed to never manifest in your life. Because this reflection that you see during this peak state could not be further from reality. And this is the lie of the drugs. The sad truth is that the same thing that fuels this mirage is the same thing that ensures you will never accomplish these things. The drugs, the alcohol. Just as this picture depicts, the image looking back at you from the mirror is a lie. Not only are you not that person looking back at you, but you never will be that person as long as you let the drugs run you. You took the drugs, and now the drugs took your life. There simply isn't room in your life for using to an excess in accomplishing all your goals. That's right. When you use the drugs or drinking of any kind, you usually play out a different story than what you really want. And problem with the drugs and the drinking is you never reach that state. You get to that peak state and you're daydreaming. But you can't go out and get those jobs drunk or high. You can't get that great body, that great career drunk and high. You can't do anything. You can do the bare minimum and you're at your very worst, as you know. So, and you have this fear in your life. You have to go and deal with this, people. Deep down, you feel like you just weren't meant for anything better. Now, we're going to go with Ayn Rand saying, she lived from 1905 to 1982. Ayn Rand. Throughout the century, there were men who took the first steps down new roads, armed with nothing but their vision, their own vision. Oh my gosh, people, the vision. I've been known to be idealistic. That's right, but I do have a vision of a better life, and I get it every time. Now, one of the themes of this book is how to get from where you are to where you want to be. Specifically, how to cut back or quit drinking and thrive in sobriety. To accomplish this goal, you need to know where you are today and where you want to be. So, this is your lesson. This is your written lesson. You're thriving in a sobriety vision. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks, and then starting on the first one. And this is by Mark Twain, 1835 to 1910. These people were visionaries way back in the day. Now, figuring a vision for your life is not as easy as it might sound, especially at the beginning of this new undertaking. When your alcohol and drugs have played such a profound role in your life, uncovering your vision and purpose takes time, and most importantly, some extended sobriety. At this stage, one approach works better than anything else, and that is simply to create a vision statement for yourself. This is on day 2, a vision statement for yourself. These 30 days are setting the stage for a profoundly new and exciting life, thriving in sobriety, and we know that you can get through these 30 days and that anything is possible. This is your first action step for today, creating that vision statement. Now, a dream is your created vision for your life in the future. That's right. A dream is your creative vision for your life in the future. You must break out of your current comfort zone and become comfortable with the unfamiliar and the unknown. This is a saying by Dennis Waitley, The Psychology of Winning. That's right. Now here are some basics that you'll need to follow when you're going to write your vision statement. I want you to put your thought and your mind and your soul into this. This is your future. You want to write in the present tense. Write your vision as if it already happened. I am sober today. I am 30 pounds lighter. I am attending meetings. I am writing my goals out for my career. Yes, be concise, clear, and specific as possible. We are asking for clarity. Okay? What will I be doing, experiencing, seeing, touching, feeling? Write in the positive. Do not write, I do not, because your subconscious mind hears not. And it goes to show, studies have shown that when you say not, when you say I will not drink, it's really telling your subconscious mind, I do drink. So your subconscious mind is a doer. So what you resist persists. So you need to say, instead of saying what you do not want, you say what you don't want. Instead, I wake up every day feeling vibrant and excited about being sober. See the difference? Instead of I don't want to take a drink, I don't want to be weak, I wake up vibrant and excited about being sober. Keep it simple. Keep this vision statement one line, okay? It's a headline like in the newspaper. You might want to add a few more details to it. Some like to it, but keep it very, very simple. Like the statement, I wake up every day feeling vibrant and excited about being sober. Now put your words to it. Put your words so it comes from your heart, your soul. Focus on what and not the how. See, the how will come. Right now, getting clear on your vision, clarity. You want clarity today on your vision of sobriety is all that matters right now. Get your pen and your journal out. All right? Now, if you want to change your fruits, you must first change the roots. If you want to change the visible, you must first change the invisible. And that's bringing your subconscious that's hidden deep down and bring it out to the light of day. What do they say in AA? You're as sick as your secrets. So, your vision statement needs to get you excited and inspired when you read your vision statement. Excited and inspired. So, listen to this. Every day I wake up feeling excited, vibrant, and passionate about living a meaningful life, a sober life. I am grateful to be solving my drinking and using dilemma. I'm excited to be creating a quality life. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, I am making decisions and choices that manifest sobriety every day, and doing so allows me to live the life I've always dreamed of one of excitement, purpose, and giving back. Now, these are your affirmations, people. Listen to these. Listen to this in the morning. Listen to this at night, every day on day 2. I am full of life, love, and energy. I radiate as bright as the sun. I am strong, self-confident, healthy, and happy again. The more I fuel my body with the right things, the more alive I become. This is the best gift I am giving to my life. Life is to be lived, and I am living it to the fullest, doing all the things that used to be put off to the tomorrow that never came. I am vibrant. I am healthy. I am energetic. That is right. And I am this way before I ever drank a thing. And what's amazing, I feel better now. I am happy and joyful and wake up with a zest for each day. This is right. I am living my purpose, and my relationships are improving in ways that are amazing and will only get better. I am proud of myself, and it's so refreshing. Experience all the people who are so happy right along with me. That's right. I am full of gratitude for the immense learnings and beautiful gifts that I've received from my failures. I am healthy. I run without stopping, and sometimes I turn off the music just to be in the moment, fully aware and alive. Now, as you can see, these statements are written as if you've already turned them into your vision. This is concise, clearly written in the present tense and positive nature. This is how you will write your statements, and you can listen to these every day for motivation. You have to decide out the why of why you do everything. Why do you use the drugs? Why? So find out why. What were you put here to do on earth? What were you put here to do? The goal of the purpose solution is to help you understand why you want to get sober. And when you understand the why, you often come to understand why you want or need to cut back on using. The before you. Now this one is an action step, and this one is like you got when you did the very first video on my day 1, and it was a picture of yourself in 5 years from now if you haven't stopped drinking. And this is a person saying when you hit your rock bottom. This person said, getting my 3rd DUI wasn't the miracle I was expecting, but it was the one I'd been waiting for. It led me to the 30-day sobriety solution and ultimately freed me from the one person I feared the most, the one that I had created with my drug use and alcohol. That's right. So think about the moments when you were at your worst, when you hit rock bottom, and this is where you get your journal and start writing. And just a few ideas. Are you concerned with the consequences of your using, whether it's financial, legal, family, health, or career related? Are you sick of not living up to the promises you made yourself and others about your plan to finally cut back or quit? Do you want to be a better role model for your family, the children, the relatives? Do you want to attract a relationship that's not based on using? Are you depressed? So as you think about these questions, then be as specific as possible. Write down what keeps you up at night and what scares you about the drinking, the pain of your body, the lost wages, whatever keeps you up and worries you, the lack of housing, the lack of income. Write this out. This is what you really want to do. Write what you want. Remember, we're going to stay in the positive instead of what you don't want, the life you want to live, the new you. And this man writes, the new you, I would complete a solution every day and know that I was becoming a better person, not just in relation to drinking and using, but every area of my life. I started to get my self-confidence back, and more importantly, I started to see a happier, healthier future version of myself that I could become. This is Matt from the 30-Day Graduate of the Kansas City, Missouri. Yay! So this program does work. This is really so great. So today's third action step is to write down what you really want in your life, specifically what sobriety will give you and what doors it will open. This is similar to the before you exercise you just completed, but instead of focusing on what you don't want and your concerns about drinking, now you're going to focus on all the things you want to do in order to thrive in sobriety. For example, Dave wanted to be a better husband and father, and he wanted to be fit and healthy, and he wanted to be free from the feeling like he needed alcohol and drugs to have a happy life. He wasn't happy in his career as a computer engineer, and he wanted to be a positive role model, leader, inspire, teach, and coach others. But he knew this would never be possible with alcohol in his life. So when he was finally able to see a future without drinking, he realized he had virtually an unlimited number of ways he could embrace a more meaningful and fulfilling path. And this is where we want you to get. How will you really feel when you're thriving in sobriety? When you're writing this down, your answers to the following questions in your journal. How will you feel about yourself? You can always stop this recording, people, and stop and fill out, answer these questions. This is your life. This is the story of this major experience you're having, and you're actually going to change it with your thoughts. You thought yourself into using drugs. You felt yourself into it. Now we're going to think and feel ourselves out of using drugs. We're going to overcome it. We're going to go through it. What are you going to finally be able to accomplish now that you are not compelled to use? Will you learn a new sport, take up a new hobby, speak a new language, travel to a new world? How will your career change? Will you start performing better? Will you be more on time, upbeat, personable, less moody? How will your finances change? Will you start saving money from not drinking, not engaging in drinking? Will you finally find a loving and supportive partner because your sobriety is attracting this into your life and it's what you really want? So these are your action steps, staying on purpose. Now that you've written everything down, I don't put pressure on myself. I let things happen how they should happen naturally. This is how I am today. This is Naomi Campbell, supermodel. So as we close chapter 2, we want to share a passage from The Alchemist. It is the thought of Mecca that keeps me alive. That's what helps me face the days that are all the same. I am afraid that if my dream is realized, I will have no reason to go on living. You are different from me because you really want to realize your dreams. I just want to dream about Mecca. I'm afraid that it would be a disappointment, so I prefer just to dream about it. Are you afraid to live your life? Are you just going to dream about it? Are you going to let rubber meet the road and get on with your life? You have to start dreaming. Stop dreaming and start living. That's right. And these tools will get you that. Now remember, you need your journal. Okay? You want to write your 30-day vision statement. You want to capture the before you. You want to capture the new you. You want to review the 30-day statement and really put yourself into this as if you were taking a college course. This is on your life, people, and this is a wonderful thing. Now, I am going to turn on this motivational guy. So just sit here for a few moments and take a few deep breaths. Close your eyes and relax. Well, folks, I'm glad you took a few breaths. And right now, I can't find him on YouTube, and I'm not going to have you wait any further, but I'm going to give you the gist of his saying. And his name is Neville, Neville, Goodall, Goddel, or something close to that. Anyways, it's 3 days of thinking. I've done this for the last 20 years in Unity Thinking. Change your thinking, change your life. And what you do for the next 3 days is become aware of what you're saying to yourself. When you speak to yourself for the next 3 days, speak in the positive. You will find yourself saying negative self-talk. We do that all day long. And I want you to stop and catch yourself. Whenever you say something negative, change it with a positive. We're going to play a game, just like in the book I was telling you, to think as if it's already happened. You're already clean and sober. Now, what you do is when you play this mind game for the next 3 days, it's going to start happening. That's right. The next 3 days, it will definitely start happening. It will happen so quick. It'll be like a miracle in your life. Just think the good thoughts like, I already am sober. I am bringing in wonderful income, and money comes to me easily and freely. I have great relationships that are based on love and mutual respect. And when you start thinking a hateful thought, remember, I am a loving, peaceful being. Just counter it for the next 3 days, and this will help you. We're going into day 3, so counter this for the next solution, which will be coming to you very soon. Use these solutions. Listen to this in the morning. Listen to this at night. Guard your thinking. You are training your brain from having habits to having better habits. We're replacing your old habits with new, healthier habits. I love you. I know you can do this. And I will see you on solution number 3, day 3, which I will start getting on right now. This is my gift to you. If you hear outside noises, don't worry about it. Just focus on my voice. This is given to you from the love of my heart. Namaste. See you in your dreams.